Hey, how y'all doing? How you feeling? You doing great? I hope so. Hope you're doing great. Say hi, Albert. This is my friend right here. His name is Albert. Say hi, Albert. Yeah, so Albert is gonna sit on top of my head. Okay, he's gonna sit on top of my head. He's gonna react to some of these videos with me. So yeah, so this one is 10 countries you won't believe how they celebrate Halloween. 10 countries that you won't believe how they celebrate Halloween. Oh, this is gonna be fun. So let's get straight to the video. What?
10 countries you won't believe how they celebrate Halloween.
Ooh.
Halloween is a unique and long-awaited event around the world, right? If you're curious about how other countries celebrate it, here comes a variety of traditions that will blow you away.
Mexico.
Number 1, Mexico. An indispensable country in this video. If you saw the movie Coco, you know what I mean. Mexico is known for its famous tradition born from pre-Columbian times, with a unique mix between Christianity and local rituals. This particular celebration takes place from October 31st to November 2nd. It's known as the Day of the Dead throughout the world, and it's a special tradition consisting of an allegory to commemorate the dead. Everything begins on October 31st, lighting the first candles to welcome deceased children, and the following days are the All Saints' Day for everyone regardless of age. This rite is full of colors, flavors, unique offerings, and special moments to remember the lives of relatives who are no longer in the living world. For example, family members are honored with lots of flowers, food, and drinks like beer or tequila. Likewise, people share small rhymes called calaveritas, where they mockingly speak of public figures and their deceased. Besides, they have the ever-present face paints in a skeleton style like the crazy cartoon La Catrina and much more. A festivity you shouldn't miss on a trip to the country of tacos and singular traditions like Mexico. Number 2, Japan.
Japan.
Welcome to Japan. In the land of the rising sun, one of the most important Halloween festivals, such as Kawasaki, is celebrated on October 31st. This festival is specially designed for costumes and takes place just outside Tokyo. Here, nearly 5,000 enthusiasts gather each year from across the world to display their astonishing costumes. But not just anyone can join. The organizers are so specific and selective about who will be the lucky ones that, if you want to participate, you need to have your costume ready months in advance and make sure it's amazing since it's a tough competition. If you're quite creative with costumes, love Japanese culture, and want to show the world your costume, then apply. Hopefully, you'll be part of the festival this year. Even so, it's free to watch, and you can get inspiration for your next costume.
Wow, I'm surprised. So far, a few countries do celebrate Halloween on the same day. That's crazy. I need to watch a video of how Halloween got started. Like, who started it and who said this is the day we're going to have Halloween. Yeah, I need to find a video about that because I don't know much about the meaning of Halloween.
Number 3, Philippines. Can you imagine something similar to the Mexican Day of the Dead, but in Asia? Well, it exists in the Philippines. Its strong Catholic traditions as a legacy of the Spanish colonization are still there. Their celebration, instead of the classic trick-or-treating, is more religious, with many flowers, prayers, lighted candles, and several visitors to the cemeteries. Their Halloween isn't just one night, but instead, preparations start a week before. All cemeteries are cleaned, headstones are painted, grass is trimmed, and everything looks beautiful, so that cemeteries can be a perfect place for visiting loved ones during the main days on November 1st and the 2nd. You might think spending a day at the cemetery can be pretty boring, but this isn't the case, since the whole family meets once a year and celebrates pleasant moments together. There's even karaoke, vendor stands, chairs, and tables, so visitors have an enjoyable time with their...
So I did see a video about this. They even have people even living there, I think it was sleep there, if I'm not mistaken. I've seen stuff like this before. But is it true that the person who they buried, if they need it, they'll remove the skeletons or something. I'm not sure. Please don't quote me. Please forgive me for my lack of knowledge. I could have swear I seen a video about that. It could be the wrong country I'm talking about, but I think I seen a father had buried his daughter like years ago, and it had to be removed because they need the plot for somebody else. I'm not sure. You know, I gotta check again.
Ancestors. Number 4, Ireland. The birthplace of traditions. This celebration is quite similar to the United States. On October 31st, children dress up in costumes and do the classic trick-or-treating. Then many parties are held among the not-so-young. One of the most famous Halloween games is bobbing for apples, which is basically placing apples, walnuts, and some coins in containers with water. The interesting thing about this game is that people can only use their mouths and have to look for anything they see. There's also a similar game with an apple.
I don't know if I could do that. I don't think I ever did that with the whole putting your mouth inside the water, because everybody else got to put their face in there, and I'm thinking of the saliva, the snot in their nose. I've seen people snot coming out, and they went, ugh. Yeah.
Item hanging from the ceiling that everyone tries to eat, plus many divination games. During this celebration, people enjoy special local dishes, like the barn-brick fruitcake that contains coins, buttons, and rings for fortune-telling. Fireworks are a must in the city of Derry in Northern Ireland, which is the perfect place to spend a very, very fun and traditional Halloween party. Would you like to be there? I'd love to.
Yeah. Who wouldn't want to be there?
Number 5, Romania. This country surely reminds you a lot of the famous Count Dracula.
I wish his music wasn't so loud like the music, so I hope they don't copyright. I know it's probably gonna be copyright.
And I imagine where Halloween could be celebrated around here, in the castle where this enigmatic character, based on a royal Romanian nobleman, is shown in movies. It's none other than the Bran Castle, in the region of Transylvania, where there's a particular tradition of having extravagant parties and tours to celebrate in the depths of these mythical lands of horror stories. Interestingly enough, the name of this great festivity is the Day of Dracula, and it's such a mind-blowing celebration that you can sleep in the castle as a hotel, and they'll even offer you to rest in a velvet coffin. Besides, during the party, you'll try a delicious black vodka. Sounds interesting, right? Number 6, China. As you already know, the Chinese have a different calendar than yours. Their celebrations are also on different days from the days you're used to. And their version of Halloween is no exception. On the 15th day of the 7th lunar month, which is from mid-August to mid-September, the Hong Kong citizens celebrate the Hungry Ghost Festival. During this festival, the spirits are free to roam the earth in search of food and fun. These spirits are believed to be the ancestors of those who didn't give them a proper farewell or ritual to rest. Relatives often offer food and even burn money for the deceased, but there's also ghost money so their ancestors can live better in the afterlife. The celebration includes guiding lost ghosts using lotus-shaped lanterns in local rivers. Many businesses close to leave space open for the spirits. Plus, incense is always there throughout the celebration as a sign of connection with the spirits. Number 7, Nigeria. You may think these types of celebrations are very Western. Well, yes they are, but in Africa, despite not following many foreign customs, they also celebrate Halloween in their own way, and it's pretty different from what you're used to. In Nigeria, people from the Igbo ethnic group from the north of the country celebrate the Odo festival. Odo is a word that means dead, and they never leave their deceased in the past. What's more, people believe these will always protect and guide them in life. During this event, relatives return from beyond. These spirits arrive sometime between September and November and stay for 6 months. It's rather interesting. The festival is held every 2 years and features many masks, ceremonial dress, food, music, and a lot of dance. Despite having a religious connotation, it seems like a very fun festival. After an exciting farewell, the spirits return to the afterlife after 6 months of family reunions with both physical and spiritual contact. Number 8, South Korea. South Korea is a unique country. Here, modernity and tradition mix together, as its inhabitants don't have an American-style Halloween celebration, but a holiday more similar to Thanksgiving than Halloween itself. Chuseok is held on the 15th day of the 8th lunar month to thank ancestors. It's basically a time to share stories about the past, play traditional games, dance, have traditional Korean fights, and many visit their deceased relatives in their hometowns. It may be as extravagant as other celebrations, but if you enjoy eating good, tasty, and varied food, you'll love this version of Halloween. There won't be anything scary, but you'll end up with a stomach full of food and rice liquor.
Okay. I want to go there.
I haven't reached the end of this list yet. However, you may not be surprised by the next country, but its traditions during Halloween instead. Number 9. Italy. Western Halloween isn't so popular in this country, but on the small island of Sardinia, this holiday is celebrated in a particular and similar way. Children on this island go on Halloween asking for candy with rather unusual phrases such as, "Give me something for the souls," "I came for the souls," and even, "I'm dead." By saying these phrases and many more, children represent the ambassadors of the deceased, and denying an offer means to be careless about the cult of souls. Hence why kids get lots of candy. The famous carved pumpkin isn't a tradition imported from the US or the United Kingdom, but instead, a town on the island called Bono already had it. On October 30th, people usually look for an oblong pumpkin, empty it, carve a human face, and then hang it around their neck with a candle inside to illuminate it and roam freely around the town. Kids and adults walk around and get candy by reciting creative rhymes. At the end of this day full of sweets, the locals gather, make a toast, and destroy their pumpkins. Number 10. India. More amazing traditions. In India, people have a special devotion to the dead, and they don't celebrate them for a couple of days, but 16 instead. This tradition is called Pitru Paksha, which in Sanskrit means the fortnight of the ancestors. During these days, from September 1st to 16th, many rituals are performed, and food as well as water is offered to the dead through a ritual called Sraddha. This date varies according to the local lunar calendar, so forget about the classic calendar on your phone. Throughout these days, relatives, but especially children, pay homage to those who are no longer there and help them reach heaven and spiritual liberation through offerings. A rather spiritual and unique way to give joy to the spirits, very different and way thoughtful than the Halloween you're used to. You've seen that Halloween is sometimes fun, sometimes religious, other times it's a mix of both, but it's unique in each country. If you like these countries and want to know more about,
so comment below. Let me know if you're from any of these countries. Is he right? Do you agree with him? Some of the stuff that he was saying? Is there anything else you would like to add on? Let me know, okay? I mean, you learn every day. Some of these stuff some of them I kind of knew, and then some of them I didn't even know at all. But that's to show you around the world, everyone celebrates Halloween in their own type of way. You know, it might not be called Halloween, it's called something else, but basically it has something to do with spirits and other stuff like that. Basically, but yeah, some people celebrate just to have fun, and like he said, some people just do it for spiritual reasons, or sometimes they just do it both. I like the one with the food. That's what I'm talking about. Food, good food on the table, okay? I like my little costume, you know. I don't try to do too much. I just try to make it fun, but simple at the same time. Yeah, fun and simple. That's my go-to. I don't go all out for Halloween. This is all I do. That's the farthest I go. But anyway, comment below. Let me know. Do you celebrate Halloween? Do you do other things around that time? And or are you just a person who don't do anything? You just chill and that's it. That's it. Stay home and just relax. Yeah, so make sure you subscribe to my channel and check these videos out. And I'll see you lovely people. Okay? Be safe. Peace.